Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace. Twilight Zone.
Hey my peeps / my dudes, welcome back to another video. I have tried filming this video 3 times. The first time, someone was on their motorcycle and they were obnoxiously hitting the gas. And then the second time I tried to film, they decided to do it again, but even louder. So that was great, and then it also kind of started to rain. So yeah, it's been a trip of filming and refilming, and it's been great. So great. But anyway, I am in my spooky mascot, and I have a fall-themed background here today. I'm so happy it's spooky season. Like, you don't even know. It's really made my year, because the rest of this year just kind of sucked. So, since Halloween Horror Nights literally crushed my heart forever, all I can do is look forward to next year and hope that things get better next year, because if it doesn't, I will literally bury myself in my own grave. So, so this year, my grandmother I love her so much. She is willing to help me make my own haunted house this year. We're gonna do it in her barn, and I'm super excited about it. The theme of it is going to be swamp voodoo, kind of in the bayou theme, so I'm super excited for that. We were originally going to do a house about the ring, and I was gonna be Samara. Super great, but it's kind of hard to portray that movie as a house, so we decided to go with like voodoo and all that kind of crap, and I feel like we would have a lot more freedom if we did that. So spooky season isn't totally ruined, and I'm going to be doing some Halloween Horror Nights videos here and there. Of course, I won't be able to do a classic Halloween Horror Nights vlog like I always do each year. I do plan on doing some like Halloween Horror Nights story times. Most of the Halloween themed videos are going to be short films. Some of the other Halloween themed videos coming out are little vlogs about my haunted house that's coming out. Yay! Sorry, that was like some Kermit the Frog vibes right there. I have already done some of the props. Everything is going to be DIY'd. Pretty much everything. This is our first year doing it. We're just gonna see how it goes, and hopefully it turns out well. And from doing all the research and going through a bunch of haunted houses myself, I'm really hoping that this really scares the crap out of everyone. I hope you guys are excited to come along with me on this exciting, spooky journey. I actually never thought that this would ever be happening in my entire life. But then also, I never thought they would be canceling Halloween Horror Nights, because that's where Universal gets all of their money. So, I don't know. This year is just full of surprises, and now it kind of makes me realize that how much I hate surprises. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on with this little baby vlog about what I've done so far, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I love you peeps, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Okay, so here are the plans for the haunted house. These are all just kind of keywords. This is the map of the house. These are all of the room ideas, and these are just kind of all the gear that we need for the house. These were just other haunted house ideas, but we ended up going with this one. Of course, this isn't a permanent plan. Some things might change here and there. This is most likely the layout that's gonna happen. So the first room that we have here, which is the start, the beginning, what I would like is have some foam gator hats from like Dollar Tree, and then kind of paint them to make them look more realistic, and have them on a little pole so they look like they're kind of above, and then have smoke all in this area to make it look like water. This little area here is kind of a swamp house, and once you go inside of the swamp house, and the swamp house will be out of like cardboard or poster board, is that what it's called? And kind of just have you kind of duck under the doorway a little bit and come into the swamp house, which in this area there's going to be all kinds of voodoo rituals going on, just some creepy distractions here, and then bam! Out of nowhere, this giant gator head puppet comes out of this window and scares the crap out of you. I am currently in the process of making this gator puppet, and I will be showing you in a minute what it looks like right now. I'm gonna begin painting it soon, and I'll show you what that's gonna look like soon. This area is going to be kind of this swamp moss forest. What I would like to happen is have someone look like they're there, but then the real scare is right here. So then it's like distraction, scare. P.S. I just wanted to let you know I do have 2 other areas in this haunted house that I totally forgot to talk about. It's the voodoo witches and the doll area, which I will definitely be showing you guys next video. Here is going to be kind of like an obstacle kind of area. I saw this thing on Pinterest where they put pool noodles at the bottom and kind of had them like all jagged everywhere, so they had to walk through them and they had them like go against their ankles. So that would be really the only thing touching you, because I don't think we're going to have any of the scare actors touch people. Then these were just like some sticks they had to walk over, more like doll heads, all that kind of stuff everywhere. Then over here we were going to have a shrine area. We have a giant pool, and we were going to use it to put all kinds of creepy body parts and just like candles and voodoo dolls, and just I think we might have a person in here like doing some sort of fake ritual. There's going to be a lot of distractions and lots of different things kind of going on, keep you on edge, this whole area, and then bam, the last scare. In this last scare, I really want to have someone bang on a trash can and just scare the heebie-jeebies out of someone. And then that's pretty much the whole house. So I really hope this pulls off. I think we're going to be doing this for 1 weekend only. I was also thinking of maybe making some little baby voodoo doll keychains to sell on the side. So I will keep you updated on this kind of stuff. Soon I'm going to be sketching out costumes and all kinds of ideas. Because I haven't really signed scare actors. I need at least 16 to 17 scare actors so we can do rotations of the scare actors. So here is the gator head. I did record how I kind of built his head, but I accidentally deleted the footage in the process of getting rid of all the other footage, so I just decided to refilm the entire thing, but here I am. So he is made entirely out of foam, like kitty foam you would buy at any grocery store, cardboard, and paper mache. The way you can move his mouth is back here, and his mouth moves because of these little brass thingies. I forget what they're called. I know that they have a name, but I really forget what they're called. There's at least 3 of them in his entire jaw here. There's 3 more on the other side, so he has at least 6 of them in his head. And then here's his eyeballs and his snout. I did want his face to be a little more narrowed out, but he would have become too heavy if that would have happened, and it just would have been harder to control. So I think he turns out okay. I do need to figure out what fabric I'm going to use to cover up this area so the scare actors can move his head without showing their hand. So yeah, and then I want to do kind of like a little bit of a front piece for him and have his hands on a table, so he's kind of just resting there through the broken window. And then this here is a practice tree. This also has, I don't know if you could see that, but like the roots inside and some of the paper mache teeth that I made for this guy. The only thing I'm a little worried is that the teeth might be too big for his small snout. Yeah, I'm trying to see how this is all gonna work out. I think I'm gonna paint his entire mouth green first, and then put on his teeth, and then kind of do a second layer, and then paint with the teeth, if that makes any sense. Do a first layer, add the teeth, then paint another layer, and then do the teeth, so then it kind of looks like it's in his mouth. It doesn't look like it's just planted there, if that makes sense. Hello, my peeps. I do not know what day it is, honestly. I just got back from a trip, and while I was there, we went thrift shopping, and I found some creepy dolls for the haunted house. I just started kind of tearing up her dress and popping paint and all that kind of stuff to make it look like dirt. There's like a big chunk of her dress torn off. I did try to like get her eye out so it'd be just an empty socket, but I don't know. Her glass is so thick on her head that I could not get it out. So I just painted over it to make it look like it's gone. Found her at Goodwill for like $2. Then this creepy guy here, I don't know what it is about him, but he really gives me the heebie-jeebies. I haven't done anything to him yet. I will keep you updated and show you the results and what he looks like after. Also, update about the platypus-looking crocodile. Still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do for this part, this end part, so you can move it without showing your hand. Yeah, don't really know. I think I'm gonna put some clear plastic, like bend it super thick and put it all across here. So then you just have to put your hand on the clear plastic and then kind of cover this up with fabric. But he's got his second coat of paint on, and now I think I'm gonna start doing details on him. And I'm also gonna start adding his teeth in. Then this chica here, I started working on her, and she came with this whole swing and everything. She was only $3, and I did not find her at Goodwill. I found her at a different thrift store. I don't remember the name of it. All the glass dolls at Goodwill were super expensive. Like for this size doll, it was like $6 or $7. So I scored on this one, and I think she'll look pretty creepy, just kind of sitting there in a tree or something. Once I get her all creeped up. I started working on her legs. I gave her some, I'm not completely done, but I kind of tatted up her knee, made it look like she scraped it. I think I might do a little bit to the other side. Started working on her feet, made it look like her feet was all muddy. Oh, and I'm such a dum-dum. My mom bought this giant pack of gross hands. There's like a heart here. I think there's some eyes and fingers on strings, and I haven't really officially opened it, but let's do an unboxing. Here's a foot. This is like a really tiny foot. This is like a little baby child's foot. That's a really small foot. Oh, the plastic smells not great. Here's the heart. Oh, the plastic smells so bad. So bad. What is that, bruh? Is that a kidney? What is that? Clearly, I need to learn more about anatomy because I don't know what that is. Here's the hand. Everything smells so bad. Here's some fingers and eyes on strings. Super great. We love that. And then there's a bunch of knives and stuff. Now my room smells like cheap, nasty China plastic. Ooh, look at those eyeballs. Hello. Okay, I just wanted to do some updates on the haunted house stuff. I totally forgot to show you guys the last 3 dolls that I did. I will definitely eventually show you. So I wanted to do a quick update on my gator puppet here, but that's what he looks like in the inside. Started doing the inside of his mouth and his teeth. The only thing is that his paint, every time I repaint it, it just cracks and peels. So I don't know if I should just like do coats of Mod Podge to keep that on. I don't know. Maybe the paper that I used, I don't know if it was because it was glossed that it just peels off. I really don't know. But I did add a little thing to help you move his mouth. His mouth does not open as much as I want it to, but that's okay. I think he's still pretty scary. To be able to fully move his mouth and open it all the way, you have to use at least 2 hands and you have to squeeze at the edge. Me and my grandma Yaya went to Goodwill and Dollar Tree today, and we found some pretty good stuff. I think it was $20 for all these dolls. There was all of these, this chica here right here, and then that dude, he's totally ripped up, like totally broken. This one, I don't know what it is, but she just really gives me the creeps. We got this girl here. I gotta horrify her in some kind of way because she can't be smiling in a haunted house. We got these baby dolls and we're gonna be ripping them apart. This guy here, not really sure, but he was only 99 cents and we just thought, why not? She was on sale. Also, this baby we're gonna be ripping apart. We got all these dolls from the dollar store, and we were thinking maybe if we ripped off their heads and put them on a string or some sort of LED lights, and so their heads would glow. We also found some of these Barbies. We got some spooky roses. I'll probably show you guys those later on. We found a bunch of bats and spiders, and I found these little LED candles, and I'm gonna get like paper towel rolls and toilet paper rolls and stuff and kind of make a candle shrine out of them. I will keep you updated on that if I can remember to, and I'll show you what it looks like because it will make a lot more sense once it's all put together. We also found these dog toys. I took the squeakers out, and I thought, ooh, if I could paint these to look more realistic, those could definitely pass as some raw meat. And then we found these little baby skeletons. I was thinking maybe I could make little skeleton fairies. Even though this isn't like fairy tale themed, I thought maybe I could make little fairy voodoo people. So yeah, I will hopefully remind myself to keep you updated on all these projects. And yeah, I hope this turns out the way I want it to. I'm going to start ripping these babies apart now. Is the gator. It has been a couple of days since I've done a lot. I'm gonna have to go to my grandma's house and show you all that I've done because I keep forgetting to record things. But here's the gator. I was going to make a front part of it, but I didn't realize that I didn't have enough felt of this color. So I just decided just to do a head. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those hands over there because it was gonna be for the gator, but I think I might just continue to decorate them and just hang them somewhere. These have still not been painted. I just haven't gotten around to them. I just finished painting a bunch of dolls. This is one of the last dolls that I have left to paint. I also started painting this and piecing it together. I've been also making a bunch of little candles like this. Here's just like a baby version of some black candles. I have some big black candles that I've made, but I've already taken them over to my grandmother. So here's another thing of candles. And then here is a necklace for my character that I'm creating for the house. I'm going to try to split open these little chains and add those beads on. So yeah, I have some bones and stuff on the chain, so that looks pretty cool. So yeah, and then I also have all this twine that I've unraveled. I'm gonna tie some sticks together, hang some stuff from the sticks, have all these bones that I'm gonna hang from the little sticks and stuff. I'm gonna go charge my camera now because it's about to die. I'll keep you updated if I can freaking remember. Okay, I know the lighting here sucks, but I wanted to show you guys my makeup kit for the haunted house. I think this is going to be one of the last things I'm going to be recording, and then wrap up this video, and then start filming other stuff because I have so much footage from all the horror nights, I wish, from all of the haunted house stuff. So to start with this is my makeup kit. It's got literally everything in it. It's got this textured sponge that I recently bought because I didn't have one of these, and these are so important in Halloween makeup, and especially the kind of Halloween makeup that I'm going to be doing, which is like bruises and cuts and all that kind of stuff. So then I got just a plain color wheel, you know. I already had these tools, and these are so helpful, and I just kind of grabbed them and I'm using them. This thing here is for my costume. In the next video, I will be showing you my makeup, well, of course, like trying not to show my face, and my costume and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be exciting. But yeah, it has everything in it. Lash glue, that's what I've been using to glue on prosthetics. Then the next thing I have in my makeup bag is just more makeup. Thing full of eyeshadows and all that kind of stuff. And then it also moves down to blushes, lipsticks, all that kind of stuff. I just thought it would be helpful to have multiple colors. I got this kit a long time ago. I don't know, I wanted makeup for my birthday and I got this, and I haven't used it since, so I thought, why not add it in there? It would give me more colors and I wouldn't have to buy any more of these things. Then here I have my homemade scar wax. This is what I'm going to be using for all the special effects. And then you can't have cuts and bruises without a ginormous bottle of blood. I mean, you just can't. So I got this bottle of blood, obviously spirit. I think this will be the most helpful thing in the entire thing, because I'm going to use this on their faces. I'm going to use this on just anything. Just put blood everywhere. That's why I got such a big bottle. Yeah, that's pretty much all for my makeup kit. I'll keep you updated, and I'll see you guys in my next update haunted house video. Bye!